Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today as we'd like to share with you about the grizzly bear attack in Bella Coola yesterday. I would like to acknowledge that I'm on the traditional territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh. Midday yesterday, students and their teacher were attacked on a trail near Highway 20 in Bella Coola. There are 3 children and 1 adult who were seriously injured. Another 7 people required medical attention at the scene. As of now, 4 patients remain in hospital, and their families have asked for privacy and that we refrain from sharing any details about their condition at this time. We hold deep gratitude for the bravery shown by those who acted quickly to protect others. I want to recognize the teachers who took great risk to protect their students. Their actions deserve our deepest respect and gratitude. They were well prepared, and they are the true heroes. There are a lot of people who came together to help them. We're holding the victims and their families with deep care and hoping that they find healing and comfort in the coming days. The BC Conservation Officer Service remains in the area and is actively searching. Conservation officers from the community, as well as additional officers from off-island, are on site attempting to locate the bear. We understand that this is a very distressing time for the community. To ensure the safety of the community members, we are asking that everyone please stay indoors. Conservation officers who were able to respond quickly, they are doing the important work of trying to locate the bear. I want to thank those involved in the response, including first responders, RCMP, BC Ambulance Service, and of course the BC Conservation Officer Service. I would also like to thank the healthcare workers at Vancouver Coastal Health who are now caring for the victims involved. We know that this is a distressing time for the Newhalk Nation. The Newhalk Nation has shown remarkable leadership and care for their community. They're providing supports, food, and smudging at the youth center for anyone who needs it. I know this community well, and I've seen firsthand the strength that care can define it. We've also been in contact with the local school district. Staff in the Ministry of Education and Childcare have met with the nation this morning to offer crisis, trauma, and safety supports. As well, ministry staff remain in constant contact with the school district. We know that it is a small community and many are impacted by this event. I will now turn it over to Inspector Kevin Van Damme from the Conservation Service, who can provide more information about the ongoing efforts to locate the bear.
Thank you, Minister Davidson. CWES can confirm at this time that during a school outing, the group had stopped along a trail near the community where the grizzly bear, a single grizzly bear, emerged from the forest and attacked. The teachers put themselves in harm's way to protect the children. They successfully repelled bear spray and used bear spray and bear bangers to ward off the bear. 8 conservation officers have been deployed to the site with a focus on finding out what happened, as well as capturing the offending bear. We are investigating the site, collecting physical evidence and evidence that could be used for forensic needs to match the bear in question. Capture mitigation techniques have been set to capture and evaluate the bear in question. We recognize the incident is distressing for the community. We are in close contact with the Newhalk Nation as our investigation continues. We thank them for their collaboration efforts to ensure the community awareness and shared safety information. I can really need to stress how dangerous this situation is with this bear at large, and we need to keep people away from the 4 Mile area and keep them out of harm's way. We are doing our best to locate this bear and to capture it. We will continue to provide updates to both the media and the community. Our thoughts are really with the family, the victims, and we really hope that there's a speedy recovery for all involved.
Thank you, Inspector Van Damme.
Thank you. We are going to start with the media Q&A session now. For media on the phone, if you have a question, please come off your speakerphone or Bluetooth. Take your phone off mute. You are not audible until your name is called. Then press star 1 to enter the queue for a question and a follow-up. Media in the room, I will come to you for a question and a follow-up as well. We are going to start in the room with Jonah Balan, CBC News.
Good afternoon, Minister. So has this attack and the several others that preceded it prompted any considerations from the government to lift the ban on hunting grizzlies?
Thanks for that question. You know, anytime that there's a conflict with wildlife, with bears, it's a really strong reminder that we need to remember that we are outdoors and we are sharing the outdoors with wildlife. Right now, our focus is really on finding the bear that was involved in this attack. This is an ongoing live situation where the bear is still at large and the community doesn't feel safe. And the RCMP and the Conservation Officer Service is working closely to try to locate the bear.
So to clarify, no considerations just yet?
Not at this time.
Okay. And a follow-up question. The BC Wildlife Federation put out a statement saying conflicts with grizzlies are bound to rise. What is your response to that?
Yeah, I would say that what we're really looking for is to make sure that people are really aware of their surroundings when they're out in the outdoors, and then also making sure that they don't have any attractants that are in their yards or that they're bringing with them when they're out on the trail. I think the teachers in this incident, they were well prepared. They had bear spray, they had bear bangers, and they were the real heroes in this situation. And the community continues to want to protect the students and the teachers.
Thank you, Minister.
Hi, thanks for taking my question. My name is Nono Shen, and I'm a reporter from the Canadian Press. And I have a question for Kevin. I know your team has spent so many hours whole night and working on the ground. And could you please tell me more about the bear? Was it a mother bear with 2 cubs? Its gender and anything about that? And has it been previously involved in other attacks in the community? Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Could you take that answer?
Yes, thanks, Mr. Yeah, so our officers are, did work throughout the night. We have traps that are set in the area. We're currently doing all that fact-finding information that's critical in an investigation like this. There are several witnesses, so we're currently asking questions of witnesses and exactly what they saw and trying to get the details in the bear description. We don't know the details as to whether or not this bear has been in conflict in the past. We are trying to get all of those answers, and once we have our investigation concluded, we'll be able to report back to the community and to the media.
Thank you. And I have another follow-up is, I'm very curious. I wonder, based on your experience as a conservation officer, do you think bear attack like this in Bella Coola is unusual? And what could set off a bear attack like this? Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for the question. Well, I can tell you that in my 34 years of experience, I have not seen an attack like this with a large group of people. So this is extremely rare. And I think the public needs to understand that part. We are trying to determine the behavior and why the bear acted in the way it did. Thankfully, the teachers were prepared. They did everything they needed to do, and really they avoided serious injury to others. I know some people were seriously injured, but they definitely avoided worse injuries.
Thank you. We are going to the phones now, starting with Mary Griffin, Check News.
Oh, hi. Thank you so much for taking my call. I'm just wondering about a few details about specifically what the students were doing at the time of the attack. How many students were there and teachers, and how far away from the school was this? And was this on the old trail where this took place?
Thank you so much for the question. There was approximately 20 people that were involved, and we know that there was 4 people who were injured and up to 11 that were seen by medical professionals. And at this time, 4 patients remain in the hospital. And I can understand that people's desire to get more information, but at this time we just don't have all the information that we need until we can locate the bear and find out more about what's happening. As you can imagine, it's a very traumatic event for this community, and it's happening in real time. We will be providing updates as they come in.
Mary, did you have a follow-up?
I did. Just for Kevin, earlier today you posted a video where you said that there was some that the bear had that it had been suggested that the bear may have been previously injured.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Thanks for that. So we do have information. We don't know. We believe a bear has been injured in the community, but we don't know that is the offending bear in this case. So we are ongoing in our investigation and trying to determine that wounded bear may not be in the community anymore. We're just not certain at this time.
Hager, Globe and Mail.
Thanks for taking our questions. Have you received tips from the community of sightings of the bear? And can you give people a sense of how far the bear may have traveled? Like how big an area are your officers now searching?
It's a difficult question to answer. As we can appreciate, the Bella Coola Valley is home to many grizzly bears. And I know firsthand this because I spent 2 weeks there this fall. I spoke with many community members about grizzly bears, and there are a number of grizzly bears that frequent neighborhoods and they coexist with the community. The New Hawk Nation is well versed with coexisting with grizzly bears. So it's hard to know exactly where this bear traveled to, which bear it is. And so those are the steps that we're taking in our detailed investigation. We will use forensics if needed to match the offending bear, the bear that was involved, with any bears that we capture. And we'll determine the health of the bears that we capture as well. So at this time, that's about all we can share because we just don't have all those answers yet.
Up.
Yes. Okay. And can you just explain what type of biological evidence you've collected? Like, is it clumps of hair? And did the teachers injure the bear in their fight to kind of save themselves and their students?
Yeah, our investigation is ongoing, and we're working towards finding out answers. And it's there's a process to it, and we're taking statements and we're talking with folks. We haven't completed all of those steps yet, so I don't want to prejudge anything that we've started to collect this time.
Our next question is from Hannah Ziegler, New York Times.
Hi, thank you so much for taking questions. I'm wondering, I know y'all had said that this is an extremely rare attack to have this many people be targeted by a bear. I'm just wondering, in the last several months or so, has activity with bears ramped up in this region? Has it been a particularly active time? Just any kind of further context about how things have been looking recently.
Yeah, okay. So what I can share is that conflicts arise from an individual animal, and individual animals have learned behavior as they're seeking out food. And at this time of year, that's what bears, they're trying to get enough fat reserves to hibernate. So conflicts at times can increase, and it could be as a result of one individual bear. It's not necessarily generic across the board with all the bears in the area. So one individual bear could increase conflicts in the Bella Coola Valley. This year, we had a couple individual bears who had more identified conflicts and were interacting with more individual people than we have had in the past number of years. So it's difficult to say if it's there's no trend involved here. It's just an individual animal that increases conflicts.
Gotcha. Thank you. That's super helpful. And then also, I know y'all said about 20 people total and that there were multiple teachers involved in kind of fending off the bear. Are you able to confirm how many teachers were on site and how many were involved in this kind of fight?
Question. At this time, we still have an active investigation, and as Inspector Van Damme said, we're still gathering that information. We're taking witness statements, and we're also ensuring that the investigation is ongoing and continues. So at this time, we're not able to confirm that.
That's all the questions we have for today. Thanks everyone for joining. Minister, do you have some few words?
Say I send my heart out to the community, the New Hulk Nation. I was there this summer and met with the elders and the chiefs and the families, and my heart goes out to the patients that are still remaining in hospital, and I hope that they make a speedy recovery.
Thank you.